सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gita Yoga today is our concluding fourth lecture. Yoga, this word is coined or is an expression of the root dhatu yuja, sanyoge. Come together, yoga. Many people say, oh, we made by yoga. Yoga is coming together. Two things can come together if they are separate. How can the man and the husband come together? Man and husband are one. See, the purpose of studying Bhagavad Gita is only this. We have to recognize at every moment what is the role that we are playing. Like this Amma has asked a question. But in the corporate world, we have to fight out and all that, then how can we keep cool and all that? No, that is not the meaning. When it was required, Bhagwan Ram killed Ravana. But what is the difference? See, difference is after he was killed, Ravana was killed, Bhagwan Ram told Vibhishana and Lakshmana that as much he is his brother, he is our brother also. See, friends, therefore, do all the rites which are required to be done. Meaning, whatever role we have to play your role. But while playing that role, do not allow your mind to be polluted by bitterness, anger, frustration. That is the spiritual practice. See? One example will make it clear. I was staying with my friend and that day he went out for whatever work he had, whole day came back. And while going, he told his daughter, maybe about 8-9 years, when I come back, we'll go for a movie. You like that movie? We'll go, okay? So the daughter was so excited. At least today, dad had said, I will take you for a movie. He never said like that. And then he came back home. But his whole day was an utter calamity. Everywhere failure. Naturally, that failure was built up in him. Frustration, anger. And in the evening when he came home, that small little girl, Dad, get ready quickly. We have to go for the movie. You told me. Shut up. Movie. Now what has happened? See, you were failure in the world. But in front of your daughter, you are a father. Wherever you are, Whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. What has happened? That man has carried that failure personality in front of the daughter, and that time the father was not talking. The failure personality was talking. See, my friends, and therefore we have seen in the first part, Karma Yoga is when you express happiness, divinity is expressing through us. Our purpose is fulfilled. Don't seek happiness, express happiness. Second, if we want to achieve that, we must have self control. Without self control, nothing can be achieved in life. And the self control on what? On the instrument with which we are functioning. See? Like this instrument we are functioning, this PA system. If that instrument is not under our control, it will create noise. Exactly the same way, the instrument that we are using in our life is not the body, but the mind. If we can mind our mind through discipline and education, two things. So the discipline part we have seen yesterday. Now education. Education is that whenever we are successful or a failure, we crystallize in the form of a personality. A person who is a failure, he starts condemning himself and everybody around him. That is the personality one develops. And if somebody is successful, he cannot take no in his life. See, friends, life must have both success, failure. It is necessary. If you are a Bengali and eat only Rasgulla, how many can you eat? After some time, come on, enough yaar. Chutney aa jaye. It's very necessary in life. Those who are not tasted failures in their life, they are most unfortunate. See, friends, so important. You know what happens to such people? Another example. There was one girl from Kerala, and she stood first in the merit list at the national level. Therefore, getting admission was no problem. She was invited rather. And when she went to the college, and there, college means what? Ragging children, ha ha hoo, all kinds of things. And when she was always successful and good student, everybody was praising her and all that. Slowly, slowly, she developed a personality that I am someone extraordinary than others. And when in the marketplace, when she went, she did not get what she was getting in the school days. She got so frustrated, committed suicide. See, my friends, it is for this purpose I told you on the first day, if you remember. The pain in our tooth is not given to make us suffer. It is given to remind us something is going wrong. Take care. If we get hurt, that hurt is a divine blessing in disguise. See, friends. Then, where the hurt is happening? In the mind. What are the things in the mind? The thoughts. How the thoughts are born? Thoughts are to somebody. Now find out, is that somebody real? Therefore, we have to understand this principle. First is discipline. Second is wisdom. Both things must go hand in hand. If there's only discipline, no wisdom, such people are problem to themselves and to others. Both things are equally important in life. Now, after having seen this karma yoga as expression of divinity, as happiness in and through all expressions of life, then this Ashtanga yoga and devotion is for self-discipline and educating ourselves. How do we educate ourselves? Yad yad karma karomi tat tadakilam shambho tavaradhana. Every act of ours must be a worship to the divine. When we do proper puja, then in that puja, we don't offer naivedya to the Lord, the leftover sandwich from the last 3 days, take it out from the fridge, put it into the microwave and give the pindadan to the Bhagwan. Khao. See, friends, the best. So, whatever we are doing in our life, it must be the best one. See, in the 3rd chapter, Bhagavan says, Yajnarthat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangas samachara. He says, Yajna means what? Yajna means God. If you have studied Vishnu Sahasranam, there one of the name is Yajna. Om Yajnaya Namaha. Yajnarthat karmanaha anyatra. Whenever anything is not done for the Lord, then you will be caught in the karma bandhan, in the bondage of karma. But when you are doing something for the Lord, like when we do puja, does it create bondage? See? Because what happens? When we are doing something for the sake of the Lord, it is our submission, it is not karma. See, friend, this is basic difference. It is something like this. One lady, a doctor, she asked me this question. This example I given in number of my talks. Very clear example. We were going to Badrinath or somewhere. On the way at Rudraprayag, we had to stop for a cup of tea and all that. 2 bus loads, our group. So when I got down, somebody gave me a cup of tea, nice bright sun, cold weather. So I was enjoying. There's so many people, pilgrims there. So one lady came, did namaskar. Second lady came, did namaskar. Third came, namaskar. So this doctor who was with me, Swamiji, all these unknown people come and do namaskar to you. How do you feel? I said, Mama, hold my tea, don't drink it, okay? Then the next person, lady, I said, Mama, stop. She is my mother. I touch her feet. If you do namaskar to me, you get 1 kilo of merit. If you do namaskar to my mother, you get 1 ton of merit. Now decide. Diverted. And I took my cup of tea and went away. And she was nailed. Now she can't go anywhere. One after another, coming. And when our time of departure came, she became so wild and angry. And I knew what is coming. So I was running away from here to there. Finally, she said, Swamiji, you are nasty. I said, what happened? Why did you do like that? I said, Mama, I have replied your question. You ask me, when unknown people come and do namaskar, how do you feel? Did you feel? Then I told her, remember one principle in life. When we respect somebody, the one who is respected is not benefited. The one who is extending respect, he or she is benefited. These are the basics of life. See, friends. But we have that funny notion. See, you go to Lord Venkatesha. do namaskar. Do you think he is benefited? We are benefited. Therefore, principle, therefore, whatever we do in our life, nobody needs us. It is our need that we do something. See, I didn't come to Detroit so far. I am coming to USA for last 30, 40 years. I didn't come. So this time I came not because you wanted. It was my kujli. Therefore I came. Now once I have this understanding, I came here because it is my need. Then I have no right on anybody to demand anything in life. Whole attitude in life changes. See, friends, you must have seen when Mahatmas come, what a harsh one, wow. See, friends, therefore, we have to clearly understand this basic principle of life, that our life should be such that only divinity expresses. And this can happen only through understanding and wisdom. Therefore, we study Bhagavad Gita. Now, first 6 chapters talk about karma. Next 6 chapters talk about yoga and devotion. And the last 6 chapters talk about knowledge. And in that, the 15th chapter tells the essence of all our scriptures. The essence of the scriptures, Vedas, are Upanishad. See, essence of all the Upanishads is Bhagavad Gita. You all must have read sometime. Om Tassaditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Purushottama Yogo Nama Panchadashodhyaya. See, the original source of knowledge is Ved. The essence of the Vedas is Upanishad. Essence of the Upanishads is Bhagavad Gita. Essence of Bhagavad Gita is 15 chapter. How concentrated? Now the question comes, what is spoken in our scriptures? When I say scriptures, don't become social. Scriptures means our Veda, Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, Ashtadasha Purana, Smriti Grantha, Mahabharata, Ramayana, and the writings of our saints. This is what is the source of knowledge. See, friends. So, what are the topics dealt with in our scriptures? First, what is this world? But before we go, another basic principle. The unknown is indicated with reference to the known. Simple rule. Now, do you know her? No, I don't know her. Arya, she is Milin's wife. Oh, Milin, I know his wife. See? The unknown is indicated with reference to the known. What is known to us? This world. So, with reference to the world, the divinity is shown to us. Then, what is known to us? Do karma, do your duties. This is what is known to us. With reference to this, come to discover what is the spiritual practice. Then, third, who is going through good and bad karma or experiences? We are all expert in blaming others for all the problems of our life. If I am a wife, I am miserable because of my husband. If I am a husband, I am miserable because of my wife. If I am a father, miserable because of my kids. What will be the approach of such people? Husband will like to improve wife. This is called as Ashakyanushthan. The father will like to improve the son. Impossible. And therefore, our scriptures tell that who is suffering? Is the body suffering? No. When I am looking with my eyes, yellow color, green color, blue color, are the eyes suffering? No. I am suffering. Yellow, yellow, dirty fellow. I don't like it. Who says this thing? Eyes don't say. It is I. Then the question comes, who is this I? See? Then we are given X. That X is told technically as Jiva. Unknown is indicated by X, is it not? In mathematics, they give you some example. See, I am uneducated, do not know anything in mathematics. If you ask me to calculate percentage of anything, I cannot. Even when I count, every time different number comes out. So all those who know me, they laugh at me. Swamiji, how come it happens? I say, this is what happens after realization. I just can't do. I don't know what is wrong, but I cannot do. So these mothers, they are very funny. They tell their children. Uh, her son was asking something. She said, look here, Swamiji is coming. He knows everything. You ask him. Now that child asked me, maybe class 8 or 9, like he asked me, Swamiji, this mathematical question I can't solve. Please help me. I said, look here, I don't know. No, no, mummy told you know everything. And then I read that question. See how funny it is. There is a water tank. It has got two openings, inlet and outlet. When the tank is empty and you open the inlet, the tank is filled in 45 minutes. If you close the inlet and open the outlet, the tank is emptied in 35 minutes. If the tank is completely empty and both the taps in and out, both of them are simultaneously open, when will the tank be filled? I said, don't waste water. We're already short of water. See, friends. So how do we calculate that? Suppose it will take X minutes. And suppose I write like this. Suppose it will take X minute and give my answer. Will I get the marks? We have to establish the value of X, is it not? Is the body suffering? No. Are the sense organs suffering? No. Is the mind suffering? No. Mind only tells it is joy or sorrow. That's it. Who is suffering? Oh, it is the Jiva, Mr. X suffering. And we take that Jiva as real. And therefore, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jatare shayanam. And then last life, this life, next life, and all the stories continue. Find out what is Jiva, who is Jiva. See, friends, they define Paramatma, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam, Parame Vyomanna, So Shnute Sarvan Kamansa, Brahmana Vipaschiteti. He who comes to discover Satchidananda as his divine nature, he will be free from all the desires. So what is Paramatma? Desire free experience is God. This experience of yours, at this moment, you are neither a mother, nor a father, nor a rich, nor a poor, nor Indian, nor American. You just are. You are seeing everything, you are hearing, but neither a seer is born, nor a hearer is born. So when we talk about Paramatma, Brahman, Bhagavan, we have got so many things. But when it comes to Jiva, except Vedanta Shastra, nobody talks about Jiva. They all the time tell, Papoham, Papa Karmaham. See, if you do this thing, you will go to hell. If you do this thing, you will go to heaven. See, here only it happened many years before. I was pretty young that time. One person, somewhere I was outside a mall, walking in the parking lot. So he stopped, a local maybe padri or a pastor or a father. He came and stopped. He asked me, are you Indian? I said, yes. Any objection? Are you Hindu? I said, yes. Do you believe in Jesus? I said, no. I believe in Lord Jesus. Okay, Lord Jesus. You believe? I said, yes. Then you are a Christian? I said, yes. But you said you are a Hindu? I said, yes. How it is possible? I said, latest technology, 2 in 1. When I said like, he became angry. And he told, if you say like this thing, you will go to hell. So I asked him, excuse me, where will you go? If you are going to heaven, I'll prefer hell. To whom are you threatening? I told you, learn. This principle I learned from a child. How we can get freedom from fear. We were going to Badrinath. Now that girl must be about 35, 40 years. She was 5 or 6 years. We were traveling to Badrinath and she was sitting with me. And like, the monkey baby on my body. And she was nicely snoring away. And whole long distance I had to carry her. And then when we reached in a big hall, we had to sleep. I was in the corner. Next to me was her father, then that girl, then her mother, and other pilgrims. And she was sleeping whole day, so she was fresh. We were all tired. Mummy, tell me a story. Tell me a story. I don't know. You ask Papa. Papa, tell me a story. I don't know. You don't trouble me. Ask Swamiji. Swamiji is freely available. So she climbed on her father and came. Swamiji, tell me a story. I said, look here, if you don't sleep and don't keep quiet, there is a ghost there. The ghost will come and trouble you. He said, really, there is a ghost? Then I don't need, I'll talk to the ghost. Imagine, to whom can you threaten? See, Upanishad says, Nayamatma balahinena labhyaha. That Chui Mui brand, you know Chui Mui brand? Touch me not, that small shrub. If you touch it, if you do this thing, you'll go to hell. No. Can the hell exist without God? Then why this is said? Because those who do not have the ability to dive deep in their own being, to them this is told. See? So, what we know the world, come out of the world. Then I, when associate with something, house I know, but if it is my house, it is different. It is somebody else's house, it is different. Then I comes. I am happy, I am miserable. Who is this I happy, miserable? Then we come to dig within. Who is this I? Who is this I? And therefore, who is the jiva is analyzed. Now, what is the jiva? Be attentive. To understand, a simplest example I can think of. Man is one. He is a son with reference to his father. He is a husband with reference to his wife. He is a father with reference to his son. Has that man become three? Who are miserable? These three. Man is never miserable. Husband is never happy. That is why the word husband, the one whose हंसी is बंद हो गई है, हंसी बंद को husband कह दिया है. Now where is that husband? Exactly the same way. We are essentially divine. Because of our association with something finite, we appear to have become many. Now see how many we become? Mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, in-laws, outlaws, Indian, American, rich, poor, educated, overeducated, educated, illiterate. So many things. So are we one or we are a crowd? And who is miserable? All these non-existing entities are miserable. Therefore, when Bhagavan says, Mamaivansho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatana manashashtani indriyani prakritistani karshati shariram yadavapnoti yachapyut kramatishvaraha गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात् श्रोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढा बेवकूफ नानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञान चक्षुषा. This principle of jiva. What is that principle? Mama eva amshaha, a fraction of me is the jiva. And what he does with all the faculties, he goes from one body to another body. And what he does there, bhunjanamba gunanvitam, either he enjoys or suffers. And this jiva, who is he? Vimudha nanupashanti. The ignorant people cannot understand this story. In Yoga Vasishta and the Marathi writings of, I think, Eknath Maharaj, he has written beautiful to tell this principle. On the tip of horn, there were three villages. Two were barren. In one, there was not a single person. And in that one village, there were three pot makers. Two were dead, one was not born. And then they made three pots. Two were not cooked and one was raw. And they took these three pots and for selling in the market, they came across three rivers. Two were dry, in one there was no water. Then they sailed those three rivers. And after that, they went to the market. And then they sold those three pots. And they got 3 rupees. Two fake, one was not real. What you understood? This is the story of the jiva. Only words, words, words. See? Therefore, when Bhagavan says, Vimudha nanu pashyanti, pashyanti jnana chakshusha. So what we have to do? Only this such simplest thing. Whenever you are disturbed, come to discover no thought can erupt without the seed of somebody. We'll do an experiment right away. Become husband or wife and think. Stop. Now become parents or in laws and think. Stop. Now remain as nobody and think. Can there be simpler than this in life? We only complain. My husband doesn't listen to me. My wife is dumb. Arey Ram, 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 Ram. Just pinpoint. The one who is disturbed doesn't exist. We stand in front of the mirror. What is our knowledge? We know. A bird stands in front of the mirror. That also we see. Bird takes the reflection to be real. Someone other than me. Therefore, starts speaking. To such an extent that his beak starts bleeding. I must kill this fellow. Dvitiyatvai bhayam bhavati. Wherever there is a sense of otherness, desire, anger, and fear is bound to be. And therefore, let me finish this fellow. He goes behind the mirror. Oh, he is not, I think he is gone. Again he comes, still there. He is not going. What to do? What to do? Let me do. Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalan Atavadanam. He does all the Tirtha Yatra, going to the holy places, and that bird comes back to the house and stands in front of the mirror. Oh, still there. I think this did not help. I should do yoga. Go on twisting the body and doing pranayam. I will not eat this, I will not eat that. I will stand, hang myself upside down, all kinds of things. He does that again, looks into the mirror. Oh, still there. I think this is not useful. I think I should do a puja. He does puja, but it doesn't go. Finally, out of anger, he breaks that mirror. There are many more born. Oh God, many have come now. This is not the story of the bird. This is our story, Maharaj. The only way to lead spiritual life is Karnataka. Don't become serious in life. Like what you are doing, as if listening. I have been speaking to you for last 45 minutes. How many minutes you heard me? Huh? Even this is not heard. Because the mind is running here and there. And whose mind? Somebody's mind. See, friends, therefore, one of the most important factor in our life is Vimudhananupashyanti. You can never be happy as somebody, and you can never be miserable as nobody. That's all. Don't trust me. Analyze your experience. In deep sleep, who are you? Tatra mata amata bhavati, pita apita bhavati. We are nobody. And we are all happy. How do you know we are happy? We snore. Try to snore when you are awake. You cannot because you are not happy. See, friends, this is the path of knowledge. And the simplest thing I can tell you, recognition of the illusion as an illusion is the only way to get out of illusion. See? When we stand in front of the mirror, we know it is an illusion. And therefore, we don't fight with the contents of the mirror. On the contrary, we enjoy. Now apply the same principle in our total life. See? One child got up in the morning and he was crying. So the father, he became angry. What is this early morning you are crying, stupid? Like, what happened? Dad, I had a very bad dream. What dream you had? I failed in the examination. You are just like your mother. Even in the dream you cannot pass. See, friends, the child has taken the failure in the dream as real. When we are out of the dream, do we bother about the dream? See, when we look at the mirage waters, do we like to collect some as a sample? When we see the blue sky, see, the other day I was in Sedona, very beautiful sky, clean, neat, no dust, no nothing. So when I was sitting there watching, people, Swamiji, what are you seeing? I said, you tell me what I am seeing. We are under constant vigilance, CCTV. No, you look something different than us. I said, look here, I am trying to find out at what level the sky is looking blue. Sky is between us, is it not? Is it looking blue? Why the sky looks blue and where it is? Swamiji, we don't think like that. We think it is very nice. Let's go for a ride. Hare Ram. The bhogi. Every experience is God realization if you are able to recognize that the blueness of the sky is an optical illusion. Optical illusions appear but don't exist. Can you see a blue sky at night? Can you see blue sky when it is heavily raining? See, friends. And when you see the sky blue, is the sky blue? See, friends. So, the blueness of the sky appears under n number of conditions. Exactly the same way, this waking world appears when we are identified with our body. See, one of my regular spiritual practice is I have to go and sleep in so many houses. Every time, new bed, new bathroom, new direction, new light, everything new. So I always keep my lights on and in sleep. There are also questions, Swamiji, you keep the lights on, why? So I can see the dreams better. The problem is, I do not know which side direction is the bathroom. So when I get up, because in deep sleep, I am nowhere. I am nobody. The moment I am identified with the body, then I am in Detroit. I had to go there, and this side is the bathroom. See, friends. So, this world comes into existence under a condition. Then we are identified with the body. Anything which is a conditioned experience is not real. It is an appearance. Either, be very attentive, either write an autobiography of a dreamer, or don't write autobiography of a waker. For every dream, there is a separate dreamer, is it not? In one dream, I was a king. In other dream, I was a beggar. In the third dream, I was a student. In the fourth dream, I was a man. See? Do we write autobiography? Be very attentive. Like this, every waker is different in every waking experience. He is not the same. But what happens? One lady in South Africa, she is very good in making garlands. So when I go, she makes a beautiful garland. Then I had to praise the, oh, so lovely, so nice, so perfect, so balanced, so nicely done, color combination, etc. So one day when she gave, Swamiji, how do you like it? I said, illusions are illusions. Swamiji, I have made such a beautiful garland. You call it illusion? I said, I'll prove it. Are you ready to accept it? He said, yes. I said, give me some ordinary garland. Otherwise, you'll get hurt. So she gave one small garland. I said, let us weigh this garland. Weighed. Some 50 grams. Very good. Now, how it is beautiful. I cut the thread, removed all the flowers. Along with the thread, we put it on the same scale. Weight is same. Where the garland has gone. See, friends, it was only appearance. It didn't exist. But what happens? I, the waker, and the thread of consciousness, memories put together, a garland of personality is born. See, friends, in one of my management conferences, we conducted this experiment. After the necktie business was over, then I said all the people should come. Your in-laws, outlaws, children, we'll have fun. Satsang. So we were together. And then I said, now together we'll play something, okay? So I said, I'll call somebody, you have to talk. So everybody started hiding the head. Then I called one child. Child came. Yes, Swamiji. I said, talk anything you like about yourself. Take the mic. I have nothing to talk. They talk anything you like. We will not object. Big problem for me. What to talk, what to talk, what to I like chocolates. I say, very good, lovely lecture. Again, quiet. Come on, go ahead. I have nothing to talk. I said, no, please, you have to talk something. Otherwise, stand 2 minutes here. Oh, I don't like to take baths. Second sentence. Very good. See how nicely you are talking. Go ahead. Again, I don't know. I can't talk. I said, but you have to talk or stand here. He took out his instrument. He said, if you don't allow me to go, I will do susu here. I said, go. His lecture over. Second experiment. I called one 85 not out and told, You have to talk 3 minutes. We have to call police to bundle him up and take away. 3 minutes. By the time he could think of talking, he said, "No, I have just started. I want to tell." Now, why? Because the garland was very long. What is the long garland? Too many flowers. Flowers means fools. All the fools are put together, and longer the age, bigger is the garland, stronger is the ego, more miserable is the person. This is ego. This is jiva, where it is. And we get tired of carrying the burden of the jiva or the ego, and therefore we go to sleep. What is sleep? We discard body identification for some time. The moment we discard that, we are neither mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, officer, subordinate, none. And therefore, we are happy. What is the Jnana Yoga according to Bhagavad Gita? Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. How? Karnataka. Natak karo. Whatever role you have to play, you play that role. See? If your role is that of a Rakshasa, play the role of the Rakshasa. This example I gave you yesterday. Earlier, the men used to act as a woman on the stage. But even in that time also, they will never forget that they are a man. In the same manner, we all have to play our different roles. But remember, we are here only for one purpose. That we remain such a fit instrument that through us the divine can express. This mic is between you and me. Why the mic is between you and me? Because the mic has no agenda of its own. Sometimes you must have seen the mics. They have got their own electronic onkar. Sometimes the mic's throat becomes disturbed. What we will do? Remove the mic. So mic has no purpose. Who has the purpose? Purpose, the one who is using the mic. And which mic will be between you and me? Which is a fit instrument. If these things are clear, we have no purpose in our life. The one who wants to hold us, he has a purpose. And which mic we keep in between us, which is a fit instrument, in the same manner. If we are a fit instrument, he will choose us. See? The mic has not come and asked us, "Hey, please let me also talk, let me between you all the time disco, 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 let there be a discourse." No. Because it is a fit instrument, it was selected. Exactly the same way, we should be such a fit instrument. And this is what Bhagavan says in the 6th chapter. Uddhared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atmaiva atmano bandhu atmaiva ripuratmana. Uddhared atmanatmanam. We are here only for one purpose, spiritual evolution. All other things are okay in their place. See? There was one old couple, and that lady was very fond of making new dishes and experimenting on the guinea pig husband. One evening, she prepared something and she told, "Honey, darling, tonight we are going to have a candlelight dinner." So the old man came, yes. And then he was looking pathetically all this thing, candlelight dinner. And not a single dish he could see that it is very attractive. All pathetic look. Then she asked, what is the best thing that you like in today's on dining table? Tell me. So he looked around. Candles are the best one. When on the dining table, candles are beautiful, what does it mean? The food is horrible. See, friends, our life is beautiful if we are at peace with ourselves. If we are at peace with ourselves, then only we will be at peace with the whole world. That is Uddhared Atmanatmanam. And we can be at peace with ourselves if we have zero expectations from anything or anybody, including God. जेहि विधि राखे राम तेहि विधि रहिए. Whatever we do in this world, nobody needs us. It is our need. When you take this attitude in life, then slowly, slowly, we will stop reacting in life. And what are the reactions? Again, go to our happy mantra. देखो सुनो बोलते रहो. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Friends, just for understanding some calculations. If you work 8 hours physically, energy consumption, let us take X units. Then, if you talk for 1 hour, energy consumption is the same as much you physically work for 8 hours. And if you think intensely for 15 minutes, energy consumption is the same as much you work 8 hours physically or talk 2 hours by your mouth. See, friends, it's so important. Like kerosene, then diesel, then petrol, then avian fluid. As it goes subtler and subtler, value increases. And what is our condition? Non-stop. There is a poultry farm. Are Ram Ram, shant raho na. See, friends, try these simple things. Do not talk to yourself. Give it a chance. 1 minute, then make it 2 minutes. And while doing that, listen to silence, meaning don't get disturbed by any sound. So, one day you will discover this principle. Hearing is happening, but hearer is not born. Because hearer is not born, no disturbances. See? Seeing is happening because seer is not born, so no comments. And what is our life? Non-stop commentary. So how much energy we are wasting in our life? And when we thus remain calm and quiet, then alone we will understand the next step that I am telling you. The ghee is very much in the milk. It is not outside. But it is not seen. It has to go through a process. Heat it properly, let it cool down to a particular level, add the starter, Don't disturb it. Keep it overnight. Next day start churning. Take out the butter. Then heat it slowly, not too hard fire or too less proper fire. Slowly let it. Slowly, slowly it will. Then the ghee has not come from outside. Exactly the same way. Divinity is our essential nature. We have to go through the process. First process is देखो सुनो मत बोलो. When we talk to others on any topic, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? Has anybody asked us? Is it required to talk? Ask yourself. When you do it few times, initially it will not happen. Slowly, slowly, we start remaining quiet within. Then you will experience which cannot be spoken of. Like what? Anupameya. It is not like this or like that. Being without attributes. What are the attributes? Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. 5 qualities. What are the attributes? Joy, sorrows. What are the attributes? Concepts. The truth is non-specific existence. Nirvishesha Satta. Husband, father, son is Vishesha Satta. Man with the conditioning of the father is called a son. Man with the conditioning of the wife is called as husband. So husband and son, they are Vishesha Satta. Man is Nirvishesha Satta. Therefore, kuch bano mat. Don't become anybody. Just be. When we become somebody, we try to prove something to someone. We don't have to prove anything to anybody in this world. Spiritual life is not a concept. It is an experience without an experiencer. In Pittsburgh, many years before, after my talk was over, this professor said, Mr. Swami, you presented concepts very well. I said, excuse me, you are a professor is a concept. You are is not a concept. You are successful is a concept. You are is not a concept. You are American is a concept. Tomorrow you go to India and become citizen, you are no more a American. Truth is not a concept. Being without becoming is effortless. Therefore, Patanjali says, Prayatna Shaithilya Ananda Samapatibhyam. All our life is a struggle. We want to prove something to someone, but we do not know what we want to prove and to whom and who cares for us. Just be yourself and play the role. If you are Ram and there is Ravan, kill him. Bhagwan Krishna also, in the war, he did what is required to be done. In front of him, the son of Arjuna was killed. He just saw that. That is the role he is playing. Therefore, friends, life is just a time pass. Don't we go to see the drama, etc.? For what? Time pass. Once you take this stand, you'll be always light-hearted. Then we come to know, na kuch pana, na kuch khona. When loss and gains are equal, you are balanced in life. Let us attain that balance and play the game of life. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.